As you're probably aware, I've got myself a new GoPro and I'm still getting used to all the settings. So the beginning of this video, it's basically dark, but in fact the sound's not very good, the video's not very good. I've dubbed over some of it because I've made many mistakes with this GoPro, similar as I've made many mistakes with all me sound and things like that. But if you bear with it, I'm learning, and hopefully in time I'll be getting better. But hopefully you'll enjoy this video. Again with another episode of Hiking with me. It's 4 in the morning and I'm joined by Wayne as we head out on our 26 trig point adventure. This time to Barkestone trig point. We're starting in Redmile. We'll walk along the peaceful Grantham Canal, stop by Wolfthorpe Wharf, check out a few historic churches, hoping to spot some old benchmarks and maybe even stir up a witchery folklore along the way. I've got to stand still for a second here. This light is so bright I can't even see where I'm going. After that we'll head through Cliff Woods, stop for breakfast in Wolfthorpe by Belvoir, explore the grounds of Belvoir Castle, and finally, of course, back to Barkestone trig point. And on top of that we'll finish the day back at Redmile with a well-earned pint at the Windmill Inn. But without any further delay, let's head on our way. As you leave the church, turn right. Just past the bus stop there's a little footpath, looks like it cuts through a playground. As you head down here you'll see a fork ahead, where you're going to take the left hand fork. It's a bit tricky down here when it's dark, so watch your step. The path's a little overgrown in places, but this should bring it out onto the drift hill. See that's the old graveyard, we'll have to look round there later. Bit of a shame we can't get over there now, but we'll come back and have a look. Oh, this is unexpected. The path should go straight ahead through here, but it's fenced off now. No worries though, it looks like it goes around the edge. Oh, look at this, it's a well-maintained path. It's probably been diverted to make way for some new builds. Yeah, those definitely look like fresh built houses. Now if I'm right, there should be another path just up ahead. That one should lead us onto the road. Let's see where it takes us. Right, it should be just up here somewhere, I think. I'm kind of hoping it's through here, yeah, and I can't really see. This should be Drift Hill, at least. If I'm right, it should take us out onto Easthorpe Lane, hopefully. We're heading down this way now, into the countryside, though let's be honest, we've been in the middle of nowhere the whole of this time. I'm just trying to get the light right. I hope it's okay, because again, it's dark and I can't really see much. And yep, in case you hadn't noticed, I've got a new camera. This is the first time I've been using it in the night, so I'm sure I've made plenty of mistakes, like I usually do. I'll only tell when I get back and start doing all the editing, so hopefully it will be okay. After being walking through the field for a little bit, we'll come to what looks like they're going to either be laying a pipeline. Obviously this might not be here when you do it, but it's either a road or a pipeline. There's a gap in the fence and you head up along the side of this hedge. I'll put the torch on so you can see. Hang on a second. Yeah, so we're now heading along the edge of this hedge, and we should be actually picking the canal up in the next few minutes. But I'm going to keep, you know, my favourite saying, only a mile to go, only a mile to go. My kids get sick of that. Go, how much further is it, Dad? Oh, it's only about 2 miles. And about 2 hours later, how much further is it? Only 2 miles. I think they've learnt now. Don't know if that's a better view of Belvoir Castle over there. Some people might say Belvoir Castle, some might say Belvoir Castle, but I think in Leicester we call it Belvoir Castle. Typically with my map reading, we're heading the wrong direction, but it's only a slight error. We're now heading across the field, so we'll be back on track very shortly. We can just about see the yellow way marker, the yellow post. One of these days I'm actually going to get that right. So we're going to call it a painted yellow post just over there. But somehow, got to get through these crops. Then you cross over this road. I haven't got a clue what it's called, but I'll put it down. With my brilliant map reading, I just realised that I'm going to miss a big chunk out. We're going to head over to the Trig point, get that done first, then head round to, well, one second, getting all hooked up again to a bramble. Just realised I did a big map reading error as usual, and we've missed out the Trig point because it's a figure of 8. I automatically picked up the centre part of the loop, so we're now heading out on the second half. So done a quick little adjustment after Wayne beat me up, and we're going to take once we've done Belvoir Castle and we're heading back to Redmile. There's a place that we can cut through and go over to the Trig point, do that, pick up the canal and come back round. So slight little error. So when you get to the end of this field, you keep in a straight line, you can see another yellow way marker. You just follow what looks like the tractor tracks, and I think just near that tree line over there should be the canal. Then we'll follow the canal round to Woolthorpe Vale. I'm sure I've said this already, but today I'm joined with Wayne, and he's a little bit nervous because with my track record, this 14-mile walk will probably end up being a 20-mile walk, but I'm sure it'll only be 16 miles in the end. We made a slight mistake. Well, I'm going to stop blaming Wayne because it's about time he bought his own map. Keep on this path, we'll come to a little dirt track and just turn left here, and then we're going to pick up the canal. So we've now came to the disused part of the canal. We should have walked down there and came through there, but now we're picking up the used part of the Grantham Canal, which goes along there. So it's been a slight little alteration. Would have been nice to come that way, but it's been nice the way that we came. So we head down here now to Woolthorpe Vale. We're now back on track and we're on the Grantham Canal. The first part of it, which we actually missed out on, is closed off. So we just follow this now until we get to Woolthorpe by Belvoir. The swans have come over probably to see if we have any food or maybe to warn us off. A bit different vibe to the not so friendly ducks from our last walk. Grantham Canal opened in 1797, once a busy route for coal and goods linking Grantham to Nottingham. It fell into decline by the 1930s, but today is a haven for wildlife and a peaceful walk. Ongoing restoration efforts aim to bring part of the canal back to life. The Grantham Canal once had 18 locks, managing a 140-foot rise from Grantham to the River Trent. Over time, many of these fell into disrepair, replaced by concrete weirs to control water levels. Notable weirs like those at Hinckley Basin and Denton now help prevent flooding. Restoration efforts are bringing locks back to life, preserving the canal heritage and securing its future. It looks like the canal towpath is closed up ahead due to restoration work. So we're going to take a short detour along the cycle path. This is part of the National Route 15. It runs parallel to the canal while important repairs are carried out around the lock. Before long, we rejoin the towpath where the canal stretches out peacefully again, lined with wildflowers, reeds and the occasional dragonfly. It's not long before we reach Woolthorpe Wharf, a quiet spot full of character and where restoration and history meets beside the waters. That's a lovely view over the Vale of Belvoir, looking over at Belvoir Castle, just rising on the landscape. It looks like this section of the canal's been drained, but that's not stopping Wayne from having a play with the locks. We're just passing the Dirty Duck at Wolfthorpe. Looks like a great little pub to stop at. So it's only 6 AM, so I don't think they're quite ready for breakfast yet. We're heading up this way now, and we think this might be the old Wolfthorpe branch line. It used to be a mineral railway line built by the Great Northern Railway in the 1880s. It ran for about 5.5 miles from Harston to Belvoir, carrying ironstone from local quarries to join the Nottingham to Grantham line at Muston. From there, the ironstone went on to steelworks across North Midlands and Lincoln. It's hard to imagine that now. This area is so quiet and lovely, a big change from the days when it rumbled with freight trains. Well, the railway line didn't last that long. We're back on the canal path. If you look just over there, you can see Cliff Woods, another peaceful corner of this charming walk. We'll be heading round there, and hopefully we should see a bit more of a disused train line. After you've been walking along the canal for a while, you come to a bridge. This is Bridge 62, Longmoor Bridge, with Longmoor Lane running over it. We turn off here, we leave the towpath, cross over the bridge and head towards the woods. That also means we're leaving behind the Crossbitten Way and the Viking Way. This also means that we're leaving the canal behind. Oh look, that heron's still there. The remains of a disused bridge. I wonder if this is part of the Wolfthorpe line, or maybe just a spur. I'll check on the map later. From what I can tell, it might have been part of a narrow gauge tramway that once ran through Cliff Woods. Hopefully this will take us through the woods. This looks like the perfect spot to stop for a snack. Nice and peaceful, and we've definitely earned a break. Watch your step here, looks a bit uneven. We thought we might be able to get into the woods from here, but it looks pretty impossible. The undergrowth is thick and it's very steep. I'm not entirely sure that we should be along here. This isn't really an official OS map, but it did plot me down here. After all, you can see some sort of tracks here. It's probably animal tracks. We've been trying to get into these woods, but no luck so far. It's just too steep. So we're going to skirt around the edge instead. On the bright side, Wayne found an exciting project, a house to fix up and a barn that could be perfect for his workshop. It needs a bit of work, but it's really got some potential. Still following the edge here, but no way through yet. Since you can't cut through the woods, we're heading out through this gate onto the road. We'll turn right and link back up with where we're supposed to come from. It's only a small detour, and to be honest, it's probably a lot quicker in the end. So we're going to head down here for a few minutes. Our original route should have brought us out here, but looking at it now, it seems like it might have been completely impenetrable. Oh, there's a sign just there. That might have been our route. Let me just check the map. No, that's actually a completely different route. There's a sign just over there. Not exactly easy to spot, but then when are they ever? So we'll turn left here and head down this track. If we're right, we should be seeing Belvoir Castle again very shortly. This path should take us straight into Wolfthorpe by Belvoir in the next few minutes. But then, knowing me, it'd be about another half hour. After a short walk across this field, you come to this stile. Now, this one's marked by another waypost. You head over there. Then once you've crossed that, you come into what should be Wolfthorpe by Belvoir and the back end of the Checkers Inn. And again, I still can't smell any full English breakfast. Once you've walked past the pub, you take a left. We were planning to head to the shops, but it's not open yet, so we're going to stop off at the church first, and by then it should be open. These cottages are really quaint, full of character. We'll have to turn right here down Beaver Lane, but first we're going to check out the church. It's just up ahead. This is St James Church in Woolthorpe. Hopefully we can find the benchmark here. It's always a fun little challenge. There's our 6th benchmark. Not bad going. Right, let's see if the shop's open now. Fingers crossed for a bacon and egg cob. Looks like the horses eyeing up your food, Wayne. I'm not sure if horses are supposed to eat bacon and egg. The village shop does a brilliant bacon and sausage cob. It opens at 8 o'clock, so that it was perfect going to the church first. I'm looking for the benchmark. I'll definitely be adding this place to my collection of favourite country lanes and cottages. As you follow Beaver Lane for a bit, it eventually turns into a dirt track. Keep going, and before long you'll spot a signpost off to your right. You might hear running water at this point, and just ahead there's a little bridge to cross. That's the River Devon flowing beneath. Then it's over the stile, and you should see Belvoir Castle coming into view just ahead. Once you've been walking through the field for a little bit, you come to a swing gate. Go through the swing gate. I don't think you can go far wrong as long as you keep Belvoir Castle in front of you. So you've got to keep Belvoir Castle. I can't see a thing on there, can you? To Belvoir Castle now, and a little bit of history about Belvoir Castle is it's been standing here for over 1,000 years. The current version was built in the early 18th century. It's the 4th castle to stand here and has been the home for the Duke of Rutland for centuries. It's a stunning example of Gothic revival architecture with sweeping views across the Vale of Belvoir. But not everything in this story is quite so charming. In the early 16th century, Belvoir Castle became infamous for one of England's most notorious witch trials. 3 women, Joan Flowers and her 2 daughters, were accused of using witchcraft to cause the death of the Earl's young heir. I'm not going to repeat over that. The case became known as the Belvoir Witch Trials. We're coming to another swing gate. All the sheep sort of came to say hello. So not too sure. I think we're going past the Duchess house or something like that. Got stables. We're expecting to be stopped any second. But it looks like you've got a road just up there. If we do get stopped, which is obviously, we could say we've got the wrong turn in. Just gone through the gate. And we're heading up this path that doesn't look like it's actually ever been used. A little bit overgrown. Bit overgrown round here. I can see why Wayne said we go first, and they're covered in cobwebs. And there, in front of us, is Belvoir Castle. It's getting quite close to Belvoir Castle. And we're now going to head up those steps. I might have a quick game of tennis and a nice soak off afterwards. Anyway, it's an older, isn't it? Then head up these steps. Plenty of steps around here to walk up. So we're now at the base of Belvoir Castle. We'll just go through here. And that's the wall of Belvoir Castle. We're right up against Belvoir Castle now. Got all these doors. Probably this is the part that nobody really comes down to. Oh, it's signposted. So where's signpost? That's public access. Also, that's a spiral walk. These are rather posh toilets. This is the Duke's toilet. A little bit different.
Yeah, not the Duchess.
Belvoir Castle, serene now but once steeped in fear. In 1619, 3 women from the Flower family were accused of witchcraft. Blamed for the Earl's children's death, Joan died in custody. Her daughters were hanged in Lincoln. No one knows where they were buried. Nearby stands the Duke's grand mausoleum. Yet the witches' graves are lost to time. Beauty and injustice rest uneasily here. If you get a little bit tired, I got the electric bus to take you back to the car park. One will take us back to where we parked our car. So that's the Vale of Belvoir. Just going through the rose garden now. It's amazing where these walks take you. There's more alliums down there. Gotta go down to that fountain, get a money's worth.
Yeah.
We kindly ask you to please keep off the grass so our gardeners come through. I hope you enjoyed the little look round Belvoir Castle. But you head out along the Duchess Gardens and then you'll come to a sign that says no entry, but that is purely for cars because this road is a one-way street, one-way road. And you head down here, and I think just down there near this yellow post, which is what we're supposed to came down, we turn left. We'll head down there.
Each shop's through that, so I must be down here.
We'll turn left down here, down this hill. I'm glad we're going down here, but then we had to walk uphill to get in here. It looks like we've exited through the visitor hub. That's the entrance to the place, but we came out that way. Then we're going to cross over there. And when you come out of Belvoir Castle Visitor Centre, you cross over the road and you'll see a sign. You turn left down this track, get a lovely view over the Vale of Belvoir. Okay. So when you've been walking down this path for a little while, you'll see, well, there's not much of a sign left, but you turn right down here and you can see where people have been going down here, and you head towards the woods. From this angle, oh, you can just about see Belvoir Castle, Belvoir Castle up there. So we're going to head down here. When you come to the end of the field, you turn left. We're going to make a slight alteration now because we missed out the trig point at the beginning of this walk. So I've got to sort of reroute it all now, head over there somewhere. I think we're literally about 1.5 to 2 miles from the trig point, then we're about 1 mile from the car. So I'm hoping all my batteries and that lot survive that long. Once you've actually came to the end of the path, end of the field, you see a way marker. You turn left at the way marker, and it's a bit random because it's very hard to see this gap in the hedge, but you head to this hedge and you can see like a little bridge through here. Once you've gone over the bridge, by right, it's going to be straight on, I'm hoping. Over the bridge, you go straight through this field. You can see there's a well-worn path that we follow through. And once you get to the end of the field, you'll see another gap in the hedge. You go through here, and hopefully there's going to be a well-trodden path to follow, but we won't find out until we get through. No, so I'm not too sure which way we go. I'll have to consult my map so I can get lost properly. Well, just check the map, and we follow the hedge, so the hedge is on your right hand side. Then by the looks of it, we get to where those trees are, turn left and walk along there, and then just over there, you can't see it, but there's a yellow way marker. Can you see it, Wayne?
I can, yeah.
And see what happens then. Then once you get to the end here, I think we turn left and head down here, so you've got the trees on your left hand side. Just check the map. I'm going to correct myself because there's a obvious path here, so the trees are on your right hand side. I'm sure if we wanted to, we could go to the left. Yeah, why not? We'll go to the left.
Right.
Left of the right of the trees, left. Just ignore me.
No, that's tractor. Do you have to walk on the edge? I think it's just on the edge, David.
Okay, we decided when you get to the edge of this field, you get to the hedge, it looks like the path, the OS map takes you through the field, but we're going to be respectable people towards the farmer who spends all of his life, well, not all of his life, obviously when he was a newborn he wasn't growing crops, but spends all of his working life growing crops for the general public to eat. We're going to respect his land and walk down the side of the hedge. Then halfway up you see a little gap in the hedge, another yellow way marker, yellow post. You cross over here, and let me put all my stuff in my pocket so I don't get tangled up. Ow. We should see another yellow way marker here somewhere. So once you've gone through that hedge, I think we're going to head over to the gap just over there. Just over there in the distance is Redmile, but we're not going there yet. We're going to be heading back there, but we're heading to that church, which is Barkestone and Vale. We're going to head just past there, get the trig point. Wayne's been whistling for a drink, so we're going to have to go for a drink. Then we're going to go back to Redmile, then I don't know, might have another drink. We're going to call this Buttercup Field. When you get to the end of Buttercup Field, you can see a yellow way marker just there. Luckily the farmer's put some blue piping across a fence, so I won't trip over it this time. You go over here and you're still carrying a straight line just up there. Like I say, I don't know whether you can actually see it clearly on this camera, but you head straight down there and there's your yellow way marker. If you ever get this far in one of my videos, you can always leave a comment about what it's actually called, whether it's a finger post, way marker, yellow finger post. Then you come to another hedge, follow straight through here, and I think we're going to be coming onto the road very shortly. There's a yellow way marker over there, but because we've got to cross over the road up here, we're going to see if we can go straight up here and cross over the road and get through the hedge and pick up the path that side. So go through this swing gate, and there should be another swing gate the other side of the hedge, or the other side of the road. Yep, there's a swing gate and a load of hawthorns. Hang on a second. Cross over this bridge. I say bridge, it's like two scaffold planks. So precarious. Oh, look at that, middle of nowhere, and there's a car. We'll cross over here. Then through this hedge. These have got spikes on, have they?
Yeah.
Do you want to go first?
No.
I'm not filming this. I'll get Wayne walking through.
Way markers. I'm just waiting for me to fall off of it.
Oh, that's a bit of a shame he didn't fall over. And then we're going to head, well, there's one path there, we don't want that one. I think we're heading over there.
Follow the edge of the field.
Again, we're doing the decent thing, and we're going around the edge.
Just checking I've not...
When you get to the end of this field, got like another bridge, cut through here. Actually, for a second I thought we went through there, but obviously we don't, we can't get through there. You have to squeeze through here. And follow along here. Can't get through there anyhow because it's overgrown, barbed wire. So just head up here. Should see Barkestone, Vale very shortly. Once you go to the end of this field, I think we climb over this fence, but you can see the next yellow way marker over there. I'm assuming we climb over here, but you can, oh yeah, so climb over here. I'm not opening the gate, I can't be arsed. And we head over there.
Can't open this one anyway, can you? It's all tied up.
Yeah. Then we've got to squeeze through here. I hope this isn't an electric fence. It looks like it might be an electric fence. So gently squeeze through there. Make a way over here. Getting a bit slow now. My knees are aching. We're both feeling tired. We're coming to the end of the walk. Unfortunately, Garmin stopped working ages ago. In fact, that looks very dodgy. Careful back there, Wayne. And we head up towards there. You can see the church, that's where we're heading to. This isn't the most exciting part of the walk. We're basically walking through a working farm. There's cow muck all over the place. And like, not like the other field, there was buttercups all over the place, which actually was rather pleasant. This place is just got pigeons and poo. Because of the construction round here and the electric fence, but we found out that Wayne's the master of the electric fence. He's going to disconnect it from there, and we head up there on this astroturf. Okay, so once you've been walking along this astroturf, you turn left here through another gap. Hopefully we won't get electric shock from here. Then we head over to another waypoint there, and in the corner there's a bath over there. Might get stripped off and have a nice refreshing bath. So it's been a hard walk today, even though it's not been a difficult walk, just got some miles in. Then when you get to the end of this field, we've got another electric fence that we've got to get through, and this is coming to the end of into the village of Barkestone Vale. We're both feeling quite weary now, not too sure how many miles we've done because everything's gone flat. But actually we don't have to touch the electric fence, we can squeeze through here. But then it doesn't want us to go through here.
Cool. Oh, not that.
Right. Because there's a public access, not made that easy, has he? And that's overgrown. Like, there's a sign there, Belvoir. But we've got to squeeze through there. We're going to climb it. Now we're coming onto the main road. Once we've seen the trig point, I think we actually come back this way. So I'm not too sure, I'll have to check my map, but I think we come back through that way. But we'll find out soon, but it's definitely this way to the trig point. Just coming to Barkestone Vale, another quaint village. So this is Rutland Square. We came down from Fish Pond Lane. Then hopefully as we go down here, they should cut a big corner off going through the village. No idea where this is taking us to. But I'll tell you what, it smells lovely around here. So once you come through the little alley, you head down here. I'd like to go straight and head there, but I think it bears to the left and we actually want to bear to the right. So we're going to bear to the right here. Then we're going to be heading out from Barkestone, and we should be at the trig point within a couple of minutes. Barkestone Vale is another gorgeous village. That looks like one of the new build areas, but
It's done very tastefully. Don't know if it's new build, but nobody can complain about that. Almost fell over my own feet.
Which way are we going?
You've got to head to the left eventually. You're not like that horse that we saw earlier, are you? So when you come out, you head out on this road. I'm going to have to work out what it is. Probably making a new road. No solar farm.
Perhaps it's access to the solar farm. It's their it's going to be their service roads, isn't it?
Yeah. So we go up here, and I thought we should see the trig point. Let me just check it is this road, and I've not made a mistake.
I can see the trig point ahead. It's just off to our left. At least this is an easy one to find. It looks like it's in good condition too. I do wonder how much longer it's going to be here before they start developing the land. If you were driving, you could probably shift the cones and drive up here. I bet the farmer does. The views aren't much to shout about, just a building site and some hedges, but the hedges are nice. The spider's still intact and the benchmark plate is still here too. Well, that's handy. Wayne spotted a spot where we can take a break for a while and chill.
Now it's just in the trig point. We're going to head over towards the church. We've had a nice little rest. Feel slightly rejuvenated. We're going to head to that gate and hopefully we can pick up the path to head us back to Redmile. Once you cut across the field, you turn right, and you've got to watch out walking down through all these because these snag you and end up taking things off you. I think one of them stole me mic earlier. And as you can see, there's a load of midges down here. Don't know if you can see them on the camera, but they're all going to stick to me because I'm all sweaty. But there's dozens of them, thousands of them. Then you get to the yellow way marker. You turn left through this swing gate. Although we're not going through the swing gate, we're going round it. Just come up to St Peter's and St Paul's Church at Barkestone, Vale. We'll do the usual, see whether we can find the trig point, not the trig point, the benchmark, and have a look inside. Looks like it's still being used around here. Eagle Eye Wayne spotted the next benchmark. Just on the back end of here. Well, we'll say here, I mean the church. So if you want to find this benchmark, go all the way around the back. You can find your benchmark, then sit over there and add it to your book. Bit of a plain church this, there's no stained glass or anything like that. It's still a nice church. That looks interesting. Nice roof. I wish I'd be told what the roof is actually called. Got a nice setup there for VE Day. Help yourself to a cup of coffee. Donation. Once you left the church and you turn right out of the church, you head down Jericho Lane and then you turn left onto the green. So as you're leaving the village, before you get to Middle Street, you see another yellow way marker. You turn left here, and we've got to do one of the things we don't like doing, but we've got no choice this time. Go through a field full of cows. It says, oh well, we're going through the field of the cows. Hope there's not mad cows deceased still. This one's already got his eye on us. I'm filming this, so if I do get killed, you know which cow to blame. Moo. Hello. Hello.
Look, that one's coming. Sorry, we ain't got any food for you.
Although you will be food for us one day. That one looks like it's ready for milking, doesn't it?
Yeah, we'll milk it.
Is that an old Jersey cow?
It's coming to get it from it. He looks a friendly one, don't he?
Yeah, as it bears its fangs.
It's pretty than all the others. The size of that one, milk.
Oh, it's too full to move. You come here so I can attack you. Ooh. When you get to the end of this field, through all the cows that were made safely, thought I'd let you know that because I'm still filming. In the distance you can see Belvoir Castle again, and there should be another post somewhere just over there. we're going to head to that church, which is about, by the looks of it, 7 miles away. Once you cross this field, you'll see another gap in the hedge with another way marker. You go through here, then squeeze through here, and you can see the next yellow way marker, and just in the distance the church. I can see, keep hearing like a steam train, but I don't know whether there is one over there. Then once you cross this field, you come to another stile, cross over this one. I think my legs are seizing up, and then just follow that path to Redmile. When you get to the end of this field, it's basically a straight line, but when you get to the end of this field, you go through another electric fence. I like the electric fences around here. You go through here, and we're slowly getting closer to Redmile. So we have to double back. We've got to go through here. I hope none of this is live. Through here. Oh look, that's nice. Electric fence around here. Won't surprise me if we actually go back up to that house and we're walking past their house anyhow. Go through this swing gate. This is on the revised route that Wayne spotted. He didn't want to go through, it's literally somebody's garden. Which is like, Wayne considers actually quite happy to go around Belvoir Castle. Well, I don't like saying how nice people's houses are, but imagine just having a bedroom. In fact, I think that wouldn't be their bedroom, that'd be the lounge upstairs. But what a nice place. And when you come around the corner here, we just hopefully see the cars. Should be just up there. There's the church. Almost.
My range over there on the left.
And you should see Mile bang off very shortly. But just up there is the church, and our car should be just up there. We're having a little bet here. Is the car going to be to the right or the left? I'm thinking it's going to be to the right. And Wayne's thinking it's going to be to the right. We'll find out in a second. At the moment I'm still looking for a Trig for a benchmark, but like I said, if you enjoyed this walk, please say so. If you liked it, please like it, and if you want to see what we do next week, please join us again. And also it would help if you did liking and subscribing, because I've got plenty of people watching but I don't seem to have many people subscribing. So if you'd like to subscribe, I'd really like that, and also make comments, because I just like to have some interaction. And yeah, until next week, have a nice week, and I'll see you soon. Thank you, bye.
It is on the best condition.
Yeah, so that's our 8th benchmark. Obviously Wayne's got some at his door, so we've got 8 benchmarks now.